Hey everybody, welcome back to the weekly Weed Watch. This week I want to cover a summer annual that's part of a family that has some pretty unique identifying characteristics. So let's go ahead and check it out. Okay guys, so here is our weekly weed right here. This is Pennsylvania smartweed. This is a weed that's going to occur within our corn and soybean acres. It is a summer annual. You can see this one's about a foot tall, so it came up earlier this spring. And again, it is something we can find throughout our corn and soybean acres and many of our other environments here in Kentucky. So just some general identification, some general characteristics. You can see the alternating leaf pattern there. Do have petioles on this plant, and then the lanceolate shaped leaves. Leaf margins are entire. There's no tooth margins or waviness to those margins. They are completely entire, and some very big leaves and long lanceolate shaped leaves. Okay, so, but there is one characteristic here that really distinguishes Pennsylvania smartweed as well as many other members of its family within the smartweed family, and that is this structure right here. Okay, this is the ochrea. Okay, so the ochrea is this fleshy structure. It almost looks like a piece of tape. It's a membranous structure that wraps around the stem right where the petiole connects to the stem, or right at the axial. And it almost looks like it is a piece of tape holding the petiole onto the stem, is what it almost looks like here. So this is unique to the smartweed family. They are the only ones that have this feature or have an ochrea. So if you see an ochrea, you know you're dealing with a smartweed. Now, there's another smartweed that looks very similar to Pennsylvania smartweed, and that's lady's thumb. And the best way to tell lady's thumb and Pennsylvania smartweed apart is look right at the top of the ochrea, and lady's thumb is going to have hairs on the top or coming off the top of the ochrea, whereas Pennsylvania smartweed, this one here, will not have hairs. Okay, so that's the best way to tell those two apart. But again, ochrea, it is a very unique feature of the smartweed. So look for that. If you see it, you know you're dealing with a smartweed. Okay, and then lastly, you can see here on this plant, you can see it has the watermark or the thumbprint, this mark right here. Okay, this purple marking. You see that? So that is a thumbprint or a watermark. And you will find it on Pennsylvania smartweed, obviously, because we have one right here, but it's not consistent. And so not every Pennsylvania smartweed plant will have this, but with lady's thumb, we will consistently have that watermark. So it's another thing that distinguishes lady's thumb, but again, Pennsylvania smartweed can have it. So that's why I mentioned it last. It's not really a good identifying characteristic, because some Pennsylvania smartweeds have it and some don't, but all lady's thumbs do. Again, if you want to tell the difference between those two, really go after and look at that ochrea. But it is kind of a unique feature that some of our Pennsylvania smartweeds have. So that is our weekly weed. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you next week.